Hey, we are recording and we are live.
Okay, do we know why Brenda was there and not there now?
I'm working with her now.
Okay. Sounds like a technical concern.
We heard from Wayne or Cindy.
Dr. Pete said he would be here, and I had not heard from Dr. Rankin.
Okay.
Brian, can you open that meeting up to Brenda?
Want me to send her an email?
Yes, let's try that.
Okay.
Chris, might I suggest that I try to call Brenda in on a two-way call with Alex if she's unable to join the Zoom?
That might be a good idea.
Okay. So Alex, I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to call Brenda into the meeting, and then I'm gonna link the call. So basically you and Brenda will be on a conference call with me. Okay,
And I also did send the email.
Thank you.
There's Cindy.
Okay, great. We have a quorum.
Morning, Cindy.
Yeah, morning.
If you have a few minutes, give me a call after we're done.
Okay.
hi Brenda. I'm going to join you in a call with Alex and you'll now be in the meeting. Is that okay if you do it by phone?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna merge the calls and then you will be with Alex and you'll both be in the meeting via my telephone. I have Alex and Brenda on the line on my phone. Can you both just test audio? Brenda and Alex, can you hear?
I'm here.
All right.
Okay. I'll call this meeting of the JTED Governing Board to order. Chris, roll call.
Brenda Marietti. Alex Hakumi.
Yes, ma'am.
Dr. Rankin.
Here.
Dr. Wayne Pete. Bob Schlanger.
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, motion to approve the agenda.
Move.
A
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, the agenda is approved. First item is personnel staff recommendations.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I recommend the personal staff recommendations. You all individually receive the recommendations and I recommend approval as presented.
Any questions? We have a motion
So
And-
moved.
Seconded.
and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, on to the next item.
Item
Education,
C, yes.
education affiliation agreements, Kathy.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So we are quite pleased to bring 3 additional work-based learning opportunities to you for your approval. Payne Institute of Southern Arizona, Terrace Management doing business as Supercuts, and the Pima County for the JTED internship program, and I recommend approval.
Okay, any questions?
There's a typo in one of the IGAs, but I can point that out to you later.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Anybody?
So moved. Yep.
A second?
We already had it, I thought, but second again.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, that's exciting. So I was just wondering if the so when one goes to Supercuts, for example, as my husband does, would they announce that this is a person that's an intern that would be doing the haircutting, or how does that work when you do something like that?
Yes, it depends on the situation. If the intern is part of our internship program, then yes, they would announce that. Absolutely, and likely our intern would be wearing our uniform that clearly states that it's a JTED intern.
Okay. And then I had a question about how is the pay work for this, for any of the internships? Is that determined by us on an hourly basis, or is it determined by the institution that they're working with?
Yes, yes, and yes. So we have various options for the internship. Some of the students are interning and they're receiving credit, but not pay. Some of the students are interning and they're being paid by the business. And then others are interning and they're paid out of a grant from Pima County. So there's various methods, but not all of our interns in the summer internship program are receiving pay. We just don't have enough of those resources that are coming in. We ourselves can't pay them directly. So some of the students are receiving credit, but not pay.
Okay, and then who decides or determines, I guess, the hourly pay? Does it depend on the kind of organization they're working with? For example, someone being at the Payne Institute would probably make more than somebody working at Supercuts, but I don't know that for sure.
My understanding is that they are all at least minimum wage if they are being paid.
And do we have any say on that?
Generally it has to be minimum or above. And so the say that we would have would be that it has to be minimum. And then of course the industry could pay more.
Okay.
This is all on a case-by-case basis, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
What did he say? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
It's on a case-by-case basis.
In an institution by institution, you mean, not student by student?
I would assume so. But-
Okay.
Okay, any other questions? We have a motion and a second. All in favor of approving the 3 affiliation agreements, say aye.
Hi,
Aye. Any opposed? Okay,
that's exciting to get a few more internships. Good work, whoever
Yeah.
did that. Bob, I'm assuming that you were part of that, so.
nope,
great work.
not at all. And then,
I was just going to add that in the fall, as we have done in previous years, we will have a celebration of all of the summer internships. Remember when we fill the event center with a couple hundred people?
yeah,
And so you'll get a full report.
Excellent.
good.
Thank you.
Okay, and the last item, approval to open a district-owned bank account. I assume that's Ken's.
That's me.
I think you need to unmute.
No, you talk.
He needs to, one of the places needs to unmute.
Okay. How's that?
That's better.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so administration is requesting board approval to establish 2 new district-owned bank accounts to support financial operations and improve efficiency in managing certain types of transactions. The 2 accounts, one is called a miscellaneous receipts clearing account, and the other is an electronic payments clearing account. The Auditor General through the USFR makes it very difficult for us to utilize one bank account for all sorts of different types of transactions. So that's why we have to open up multiple bank accounts for these different transactions. So the miscellaneous receipts clearing account is for when people want to pay us, and this will also give us the ability for electronic payments to us. And then the electronic payments clearing account is so that we can do electronic payments to some of our vendors. The reason this came to light is because we're having difficulty processing funds awarded to us under the Kelly Grant. The Federal Clearinghouse has expressed concerns regarding the current structure of the bank account because that bank account is in the name of the county treasurer rather than Pima County JTED, and they want to make sure funds are going to the awardee, not to some third party. So that is the reason why we're requesting these 2 accounts, and they will still stay with Bank of America. And administration recommends the board approve the opening of these 2 bank accounts.
I have a
Yes, sir.
question. We've gotten funds from,
The same people that have access to our revolving account and our SurePay, Tina, myself, Kathy, I think Patty might even as well. I'm still learning that structure, but it'll be limited to the other 2 bank accounts that we currently have in our name. It'll be the same setup.
I just wonder why other previous allotments of money from some of our politicians have not had this same trouble.
So Cindy, we've never had the congressional
Sorry.
grants before. Sorry, Ken. Our first one was the Kelly grant, and we haven't received the money yet. We've definitely, embarked on the activities. We've filed the completion reports, but we've been fortunate enough to have these recently, but in previous years, we've never had federal congressional money. We've had federal grants that go through like the Department of Ed or through other subrecipients, but not direct congressional spending like we've had here and then with the Siscomani money. So this will allow us to get both of those. This is a new process.
Okay, so the Kelly money is coming in first. That's why the Siscomani money is coming in subsequently.
Exactly.
That's what our understanding is, yes.
All right. I was just wondering if there was a political bias to this, but I'll go with this.
No, the clearinghouse is the clearinghouse. I do believe they just want to make sure that funds are going to the correct awardee.
Yep, got it. Yeah, that part makes sense.
Okay, any other questions for Ken? We have a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second. Do I hear a second?
We had a motion and a second.
Oh, okay. All right.
Motion, seconded.
Okay, very good. Didn't hear it. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, that passes. And if there's nothing else, we're good to adjourn.
So can I have just a question? So Kathy, I know you mentioned that in the fall we'll have a full celebration of all the internships. I think
Yes.
it would be fun. Maybe this is already available, but I'm naive to that. Is there a listing of all the internships that we offer somewhere for us to see?
Yes. Would you like that, where we are currently?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can have Ashley send that out. I can put it, get it out to you this week.
Great. All right, that'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
good.
have a running total and we keep adding to it. And therefore, that's why we had to add these additional locations.
Excellent.
It grows by the day.
Excellent. Thank you. So
Uh-huh.
who's responsible for this? Is this one of Merrill's activities?
No, Ashley.
Ashley
Okay.
and Alicia
Okay, we'll tell them
Mhm.
thank you on our behalf.
Yeah,
will do.
good work.
Thank
All
you.
right, anything else? Since Wayne's not here, we're adjourned.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay,
Bob, I'll call you in a sec.
okay, thanks.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right, Alex and Brenda, thank you so much. I don't know.